Alright, we've got the big winter break event. I just gotta click start. Here we go. I wonder what's gonna happen. I've gotten all my grades back and I did fantastic. Yes. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up my grades with all the craziness around here, but I've done pretty well. Still, being in this new place has been a little draining. I admit I miss my home sometimes. I may be trying to grow past it, but, well, it is still my home. That's why I was so excited when my parents called to offer me tickets home. They even offered me 2 tickets, just in case I didn't want to leave one of my new friends behind. Now I just have to get all my packing done. Can we please take Dominic home to meet our parents? Because that would be great. This is going to be a great winter break. Please, please. I was a little surprised my parents offered me 2 tickets. They practically fought me tooth and nail when I told them I wanted to leave home to study. I think I made my case pretty well. It must have gone even better than I thought if they're honestly offering to let 2 people come. I guess I should figure out who I want to ask. I mean, I'm glad I've made friends, but I don't know if the people here know me that well yet. Still, this could be a real test. I think I've done pretty well, but is this the kind of thing people would be okay with? I've never actually gone on a trip with someone who wasn't in my family. Heck, I've never really been on trips in general. Still, nothing else for it. I really do have to figure out what to do. Oh. Knock knock! Oh, Sally! You startled me. Sorry about that, Anne. Hey, do you have... Sally looks around nervously after making sure the hall is clear. She shuts the door. Is this about the puppy? Do you have Vegemite's bone in here? Have you seen it? I don't think so. Why would it, be here? Sorry. Last time you all left, I let him out to run around the place and he went into some of your rooms. I'm just praying he didn't leave it in Dominic's. I can't help but chuckle a little bit at her plight. It's amazing she's managed to keep the little puppy a secret for this long. True. So, what's got you packing up? Going home for the holidays? Yep, my parents were even nice enough to spring for a couple tickets. I guess they miss me too. Huh, I guess so. Wait, a couple? Oh, yeah, they said a friend could come along if they wanted. I thought it might be nice to have someone from my new home see my old home, you know? Oh, yes. It can be very enlightening seeing where a person comes from. I almost wish I could go. I can't leave my poor puppy alone, though. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, yes, it would be cruel not to take care of him. And he'd probably miss you. I'll ask one of the others, though. Okay, well, I'm glad, because I was going to feel very awkward about not asking her otherwise. Ooh, maybe some quality time with Max or Dominic? Sally! What kind of girl do you take me for? I'm just teasing. Have fun, Anne. I've got to find that bone before Dominic does. Now I'm all nervous about asking people to come with. I don't want them to take it the wrong way. Then again, it might be kind of nice to spend some quiet time alone with one of them. I can only ask Dominic. Oh, was there like a certain relationship point I had to get, or stats that I had to get up to to have a choice between them? Oh well, I don't care. I wanted to ask him anyway. Ooh, plus 10. Well, hello. Thinking about it, especially after Sally mentioned him, Dominic has been nothing but helpful to me since I got here. Sometimes I even feel like he's interested in being more than helpful. I don't know though. Still, I think it would be nice to have him along with me. And introduce him to your parents. After making sure Sally's not around on her quest, I knock on Dominic's door. Yeah, come in. He sounds distracted, but I open the door anyway. I quietly knock again as I enter. Is he in the middle of one of his, MMOs? Is this a bad time? Oh, Anne! No, come in. It's fine, I was just doing a little farming online. I knew it! Oh, in your game again? Yeah, when classes are out is a great time to get some of this stuff done. I have a lot of free time for the next week or so. What can I do for you? He presses a few games on his computer and his game disappears. Oh, you didn't have to stop on my account. I just had a quick question. But if you're busy... Oh, no, you have my attention, Anne. I can play that any time. If you need something, I'm here to help. Actually, I was, wondering if you were free this week, or, if you had plans. No, not really. This was pretty much all I was going to do. Just relax a bit. Well, the thing is, my family got me 2 tickets. They said I could bring someone home with me, and I wondered if maybe, you wanted to come. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Gosh, this is kind of sudden. When do we have to be ready? The tickets are for 11 a.m. tomorrow, so you have tonight to pack some things. All right, sounds good. I'll pack. Wow, meeting your parents already, huh? Dominic! Sorry. This will be fun. Thanks a lot, Dominic. I'll come get you tomorrow, okay? Definitely. This is so exciting. Back in my room, I still have a lot of packing to finish up. I call my parents to let them know that Dominic is coming with me. They seem excited to meet one of my friends and say they'll have a bed all set up. Luckily, my room is still waiting for me. I half expected them to have converted it into another office or something by now. I'm happy they haven't, though. I get off the call feeling pretty good about my decision and finish packing in just a few hours. Her parents seem to be taking this rather calmly. I'll admit I don't really sleep that well, too excited. But I managed to get enough rest that I'm not totally groggy the next day. We catch a cab to the airport, and then Dominic and I board our plane and we're off. We chat amiably during the plane ride and even manage to doze off a little. My mom and dad meet us at arrivals and take us out for a nice dinner, since it's already a bit late in the day now. At last, properly fed, we come back to the house I grew up in. A nice couple of rounds of board games later, my parents are ready to call it a night. Wow. The guest room for Dominic looks like the exact replication of his room, except reversed. How did they know? They head off to bed as I show Dominic to the guest room. And this is where you'll be sleeping, Dominic. I hope my parents didn't give you too hard a time. They kind of grilled you a bit there. Oh, so they did do some grilling. Oh, don't worry about it. I imagine I would have had the same questions for a much older man than my daughter brought home. Oh, yes? I really didn't want them to get the wrong idea. I guess I failed on that. No, really, it's okay. They're perfectly nice people. I can see how you came up so polite. I had fun today, Anne, really. I'm glad. I was a little worried about bringing you here, but I think it's working out nicely so far. I'm actually really happy you invited me. Well, you're welcome, Dominic. I was just thinking about how helpful and nice you've been. I'm glad it's been fun for you, too. Well, really, I mostly wanted to get to know you better. I mean, we've been on pretty good terms this quarter, but you've been great to have at the dorm, especially amongst all those other party animals. Thanks for putting in a good word with my parents, by the way. We both laugh, remembering how much they grilled him about making sure my grades stayed up. Oh dear. I think your grades did enough talking for themselves, but you really are a good student. I'm always happy to talk up a good student. I smile at the compliment as Dominic stretches a bit, putting his overnight bag down by the bed. Wow, you're almost like a different person here, Anne. So much more confident. He chuckles, and I actually blush a little. I'm sorry. Have I been rude? No, not at all. I like it. I'm glad you've got that confidence in you. You should have it more often. I guess I'm just back in my comfort zone. I know my parents sheltered me. I mean, I'm an only child. Overprotective is probably an understatement. I guess after a while it started getting harder for me to leave my comfort zone. I always had a hard time making friends. Too studious, I guess. Well, you made friends pretty easily at Latin House. I don't know. I'm glad you're all so nice. And we're all glad you're so nice. I take a few steps closer to Dominic. He's right. I am feeling more confident in my comfort zone. And I'm happy he's here with me in it. And I'm glad you've been watching out for me. You've made my first quarter a lot more pleasant. Dominic grins, blushing slightly. It's quite cute. It's nice to have someone else outside of their comfort zone for a change. Dominic pats the bed next to him. Have a seat? Why, of course, sir. Getting so many points with Dominic. I sway my hips a bit as I saunter over towards the bed. Dominic visibly swallows as I sit down next to him. You've been hanging out with Isabella. I immediately start blushing and giggle a bit. Well, paying attention anyway. She certainly gets lots of guys looking her way. Well, you've definitely got me looking your way. He reaches up, placing a hand over my shoulder. I look up into his eyes as he searches my face. He starts to lean in, and just for a moment I prepare myself to kiss Dominic. But at the last second I put my head on his shoulder. Aw, Anne! He's probably disappointed. The tension screws up in my stomach. I should apologize, but he feels so good here and I don't want to speak yet. It felt like eternity, but it probably wasn't a second before I feel Dominic hug me close, placing his other arm around me. We stay like that for a while, his head on mine as he holds me. He feels almost hesitant, but his arms are strong. Finally, with a long, happy breath, I start to get up. Dominic gives me a final squeeze as I sit away from him for a moment. I should probably get to bed. Yeah, I guess I should get some sleep. I know I'll be having pleasant dreams. I manage to only let a small smile cross my face. I certainly feel like shouting, but something tells me that's not how normal people react. Me too. Ahem. I head back to my old bedroom feeling fairly good about myself. Coming back home was good for me, I'm sure. If nothing else, it showed me that I made the right decision going away for college. Seeing Dominic's reaction to my hometown and my parents, it's definitely made me feel better about my little town. But I know I'm meant to be somewhere bigger, that I'm meant to be out there in the world. As I get into bed, I reflect on my new friends and smile. I know I'll be back with them all soon, especially Dominic, and all the new fun things the next quarter will bring. And then it's Friday. This has been a really good week, probably one of my best weeks ever. Being back home has really refreshed me. My parents are a little rough, they even tried to talk me into just staying, but I feel like I can return to school and get back to my books now. I can't wait to start back up again. I even managed to have a great Christmas. Oh man, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all just flying by. Dominic and I spent a bit of time away from my parents and got to see the few sights around my town there are. Mostly we just talked and enjoyed each other's company. I didn't really get anything special for Christmas, but my parents did give me a check for a bit of spending cash, which is pretty great. Excuse me. Choking a bit here and just need some water. There we go. All in all, I think I'm ready to begin my second quarter. Well, I had one more sentence. I could have just waited to drink my water. Oh well. At least our energy's back up to 90% because of the break. I'll have to see if this sleeping business will work out next time, but anyway, that was really sweet. Can't wait to see what else happens with Dominic.